Hello and welcome back. I hope you guys are having a wonderful, today's Sunday, so a wonderful Sunday morning. It's about 8 o'clock on Tucson time here. Let's see, weather is somewhat overcast, pretty nice though. The temperature is around 73 degree, very pleasant outside. So anyway, I just upload Savaya Coffee video this morning. Savaya Coffee is a local coffee shop in Tucson. And I went there yesterday. I did I don't want to say store review. It's not a review video, okay? I'm not judging on that coffee shop. I just like to show you what's the coffee scene like in Tucson. So anyway, so that was my first stop. And then hopefully next couple weekends, I'm planning on visiting at least two more, okay? I know the coffee shop, let's see, we have Presta Coffee. They are great, I heard. Actually, I've been there once or twice. I thought that's really good, but I never had their espresso though. And then let's another coffee shop called XO is really good as well. I've never been there though. So, but think about buying espresso from the coffee shop. They're very tricky because for at home, since all of us, I know most of you have like coffee machine like this, Barista Express, and with a specialty coffee shop, they have to dial in pretty much for the most people, okay? Not just for me, because they have to dial in for the most people. And also their blend is different than what we like as consumer, okay? As I like single origin espresso, but they usually have different blend. So it's all depend on what your taste like, and every coffee shop has different blend, so it is really hard to finding a good coffee shop that serve espresso. I bet you can get a good place to go to latte or even cortado. Also, cortado is really hard to make. So anyway, and plus during this pandemic time, they cannot serve you with cups, the real cups. Okay, they always serve with paper cups. So I mean, entire experience is kind of like decreases because it's nothing like you drink out of real cup. So I know they are trying best they can to, stay flow and make great coffee for us. But it is difficult time for people out there. Baristas out there. So anyway, so this morning I went to a local grocery store, and I'm going to show you guys how to dial in coffee. Okay, so I got Starbucks medium house blend. So I never had this one before, so let's dial in together and see what happens. But by the way, most coffee at store-bought, 99% of the time, they don't have a roasting date on it. However, they do have the best use by date. Okay, so this one is best use by date. Let's see, April of 2021. So April of 2021. So this is good for what? Next 6 months? I mean, I don't know. We have no idea when they roast it. Least month old. Least. Could be 2 months. We're not sure. So, and the only coffee I know, I'm talking about just a local store-bought coffee. Just like regular brand, not like specialty coffee. The Peet's Coffee has roasting date on it. So Peet's Coffee, I think that's the only coffee brand I know if you go to a local grocery store. So make sure to check the roasting date. And then most Peet's Coffee I saw this morning, still at least a month old anyway. So again, it's hard to get a fresh coffee unless if you go with, obviously I like Good Brothers coffee. So this one he roasted on October 5th, so about 3 weeks old. And then so this one from Baldacci from Puerto Rico. Okay, so this one does not have roasting date, but I know they're fresh as well. So anyway, so let's get going. So this morning, you know what? I'm just gonna use my built-in grinder. And then because the problem with most store-bought coffee, I know a lot of you ask me about getting low pressure. So let's find out how well we can dial it in on Barista Express. So
Recommend a great decaf espresso to make in the evening.
someone asking me about the great decaf espresso. Man, I have not. Only good decaf espresso I know of. I roast myself because it's hard to find it. Okay, but man, that's tough. That's really tough. Make sure try out the Good Brothers website as well. If not, let's see who has good. I mean, if any of you out there knows good coffee, please let me know in the comment. I'm talking about decaf, okay, not regular decaf. So please let me know in the comment. Please let us know. It's tough. I know Columbia decaffeinated are pretty good, but there's something about decaf. They're doing they use the different process to wash out the caffeinated, so have really funny aftertaste. So anyway, so let's dial it in. House blend from Starbucks. If you guys want to know my grinder setting, my internal burst set at number 5. So whenever I got a brand new beans, I like to start with just kind of like middle of the road, okay, number 7 outside. And I'm just gonna, let's see, get you a better angle for my temping station.
Dane said that they use nitrogen to slow down the oxidation in store-bought coffee.
So according to Dane, they are using the nitrogen to process the beans here, so last longer. Okay, so you can process with the nitrogen, so you can stay longer in the shelf. So okay, so let's open it up here. So this is a medium roast. Okay. Okay, so the thing about the Starbucks coffee, I'm gonna show you. Even though they say it's a medium, it's more like dark roast to me. So let me give you a close shot. As we can see from here, even though it's a medium, but it's pretty dark, okay? So I did try their, it's called Blondie. So that is the light roast, but actually that's more like the medium. So again, as you can see, it's really dark there. It's dark and some like oil is still coming out, okay? Which means yeah, not the best. So again, what I like to do is whenever I get a new beans, get a handful of it, bring it to hopper, just flush out from my old to newer beans here. Okay, so from here, let's flush this. Okay. So, and again, I like to measure out. I like using 17 gram on all my coffee. Between 17 and 17.5 gram. So, if you don't have scale, you know what? I highly recommend it. I mean, it doesn't matter what kind. Just so this one happened to be the cheap scale from Amazon. Again, Starbucks coffee, I guess most store-bought coffee, a lot of this very oily and uneven beans, let's put it that way. Yeah. Okay. Also smells somewhat stale as well. Okay, so I got that. From here, I'm gonna be using my 3D. You know what? Let me flush this. Let me flush that. And if you haven't used a 3D dosing funnel, try it out, okay? I know it is somewhat pricey, but definitely worth it. Just
Being so oily?
someone asked me why bean is so oily. Because even though they say it's a medium roast, it's not. Whenever you roast it longer time, bring out all the oil. So, and I'm not a big fan of it. Okay, so I got my distribution tool here. So it comes to temping pressure. You know what? It doesn't need to be 30 pounds, but always, you need to be always consistent. Okay. So let's pull the shot. So I got around 17 grams. So I'm looking for around 35 grams, the 1-to-2 ratio I like. It's all depends on your taste. So, okay. Let's take a look. Here we go. I'm looking for 34 grams. Okay, the pressure looks good. Okay, so I'm timed out at 35 grams. So which means I need to reprogram my shot there, okay? Because with that pump, usually like 1 minute on and 1 minute off or something with the pumping time. So let me show you how to program this after I taste this. So okay, so 31 grams. So it's gonna be, most likely it's gonna be bitter. Cheers. Yeah, it's really bitter, so hold on, let me toss this. Okay, so I'm going to dial it in one more time, because as you can see, I saw it's around 1 o'clock range there. So I like that 1 o'clock range, that pressure, but since this is bitter, which means it's over extracted.
Which basket are you using?
Someone asked me which baskets I use. I always use the non-pressurized baskets, so single wall baskets. Okay. So puck looks good. I mean, it's overall, well extracted shot. So. Okay, so there is a different way to change the pressure. The one method is changing or dosing amounts. Okay, if you are using the less dosing, which means put less pressure on whenever you pull the shot, so you can do that as well, or you can change the grinder size to lower the pressure. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use, actually I was using 17.5 grams. I'm going to use around 17 grams. Okay, and then hopefully we can get a better shot. And then I'm going to reprogram the shot as well. So that's what we're going to do. Okay, so I'm going to be using 17 grams this time. Okay, let's see. So I mean, this is I think this is the fun part of having a coffee machine at home. Kind of like dialing in and trying to get best out of your coffee. Okay, I'm just gonna get 17 grams out. There we go. all the beans out. Okay, here we go. So distribute. Okay, so we're gonna do some program mode. If you haven't tried the program mode, they're really simple. So let me show you. So only thing you gotta do is start with the program button, hit it once, and then start. You are going to program single or double cup, okay? It doesn't matter which one, because we are going to program either of them. So let's say we are going to program the double. So sometimes you can do like, your spouse or yours. It all depends on the shot they like, different ratio. So again, hit the program button first and then start the shot. And I'm looking for, again, around 35 gram. So when 35 gram hits, simply you are going to press the button one more time to stop it there. Okay, shot looks good overall. I'm at 14, 17, here we go. I'm at 20, 30. So now we are stopped. So whenever you hear the beep noise, which means we are done programming. So shot looks good. I'm looking at around 4 gram. It's okay, and that's fine. So I got 40 gram shot. I mean, overall shot looks good. It's not bad. So let's stir it. Let's taste. Here we go, cheers. It's much better, but again, whenever I try so far I try Peet's Coffee, Starbucks, what else? I had last time Don something, okay? I tried their beans as well. And the different, even I went to the Costco too. The Costco has all different blends as well. Whenever I dial the shot, doesn't matter how well I do it, the taste still is not that great, okay? So, I mean, if you guys love espresso, I definitely recommend the fresh roast beans, okay? Freshly roast beans from, I mean, again, you can get from anywhere, okay? Personally, I like the Good Brothers. If you guys like, let's say, even online store as well. Online, those are subscription-based place. Just make sure get the show you the roasting data on it, and better yet, just find your favorite coffee shop in your area. Just go over there, just buy a bag of coffee. The problem with those guys, they're expensive, because I mean, pound of bag, they don't serve you with a pound. They only give you around 12 ounce. You're looking at $17 to $20 range. So, I mean, this coffee cost me $7.50 this morning. I mean, usually twice more, but again, the shot quality is superior than, store-bought coffee. So, but comes to like milk-based drink on this one, and if you guys like milk-based drink, like latte or cappuccino, I mean, you should be just fine. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make myself americano. Someone asked me about my pressure. My pressure is 1 o'clock range. They stay there until a shot is finished and just drop to 0. Someone told me that if I go to a Starbucks, supposedly their Starbucks beans from the coffee shop is much better than store-bought. So maybe I should try that next time. Again, with americano, I mean, coffee looks good. It has a beautiful crema on the top. And let's see here. Here we go. Cheers. It's good black coffee. Okay. I mean, it has a lot of flavor into it because like this one, this is Ethiopia beans. With the Ethiopia, it's very bright, has a very complex flavor. So this one happened to be banana, strawberry, and very creamy. Okay. But with the Starbucks house blend, just regular black, you know, their Americano is just like regular black coffee. So Americano from, it's okay. Just if you guys like good coffee flavor, hot drink, Starbucks, you know, they're definitely acceptable. I mean, this is good coffee. But if you guys like to drink some more complex flavor, different flavor or note profile, definitely try out the like single origin. Again, Ethiopia is fantastic. Costa Rica makes some one of good beans there. Sumatra is good. So it all depends. We got some questions. Okay.
I've noticed with my dual broiler, I start with 9 or 10 bars of pressure, but very quickly the pressure drops to around 7 or 8. Any ideas why?
Someone asked me about the dual boiler question. Goodness. Because, okay, dual boiler, even Barista Express, even Infuser, one of those really fancy coffee machines under $2,000, everyone uses same machine or same pump, okay? It's called a vibrator pump. It doesn't matter, all same pump. So if your pressure is going down, if you start with like 9 or 10 bars to go down to like 6 or 5 or 6, let's see, try, you know what, try with the pressurized baskets. Just make sure you have the constant pressure, because I wonder your pump is going bad. You know what, tell you what, here is what I can do for you. I'm going to switch out the filter basket to pressurized baskets, and then let's find out. I never look at that before, those pressures. So by the way, someone asked me yesterday, how can I remove this filter basket if you have a hard time with it? I like to grab it with towel to grab it and yank it out. If this is stuck too much, get another filter basket, use the back end of it, just like pry open like this, so like that. You can use that, grab it, and you can open like this as well.
So a viewer in Singapore sent you a custom-made lever for the steam switch on the Barista Express.
Okay, I know one of my viewers from Singapore, and he sent me supposedly sent me the level, the custom made. So I haven't got it yet, but I'm gonna look for my mailbox. So this is pressurized baskets. Okay. What I'm gonna do is, let's look at the pressure. So obviously pressures go up. So pressure stay there. Yeah, stay there until coffee is done. So I mean, if your machine is dropped suddenly, I wonder your pump is going bad. So make sure check with the Breville website. Actually, Breville support people, and because I don't know exactly how, because I know this machine pretty well, but I mean, supposedly, I mean, you should have the consistent 9-bar pressure throughout the once you finish with pre-infusion, you should have 9-bar pressure throughout the extraction time, and then drop down to 0. Just go down. So, okay, we got another question.
Did you know that the Breville Barista doses the water for leave it on and it should turn off by itself.
Oh, so someone told me that if I put on the hot water, it's dose automatically to give you a right amount of hot water. I didn't know that. Thank you for letting me know, because I always stop. But yeah, that's perfect.
Where did you get the white rose gold grinder?
Someone asked me where did I get it. So this one of my viewer made that for me, but also he sells it on Amazon. Okay, so they have a black and white. So this 3D dosing funnel is really handy. Yes, it is a little pricey for plastic, but I think he's selling for $29, but make your life a lot easier.
Will you link it below?
I'm going to put the link down below so you can check it out later. Let's see.
I've heard that Starbucks beans are really oily and not good for the health of your grinder. Have you found this?
Someone asked me, is Starbucks coffee beans not good for your grinder? You know what? The reason why people say that it's not good for your grinder because they're really oily, which means you have to clean it more. I mean, that's the main reason people say this is not good. Especially this is medium roast. It's more like darker roast to me. So, I mean, with these beans, I have to clean it. Once I finish with this bag, I usually go in there and just clean it properly. So yeah, so if you're Barista Espresso is not good for darker roast like French roast or very oily beans. If you can stay away from those beans, I think you'd be much better off getting medium roast beans.
What's a good brew ratio to make an americano?
Someone asked me what is a good brew ratio. It all depends on your taste. So I like, let's see, I like 12 ounce. So maybe 2 ounces of espresso, 10 ounces of water. I like that ratio.
Oh, Ethan.
It's all depend on what you like. Okay, it's all dependent. So make sure just play with that ratio.
If you had the same budget to buy the Breville Express again, would you buy another machine?
Someone asked me if I have the same budget, which machine. So this one is what, $6.99 right now on Amazon, and so this I always go back to this machine because the built-in grinder is same as the smart grinder internally. So they're pretty much identical. I know Gail from Seattle Coffee Gear did a teardown video years ago. And then smart grinder and Barista Express grinders are the same. Yes, this one has, so this is setting for espresso. I know smart grinder give you a bigger range, but comes to espresso drink, so this is really good, which means you have to buy espresso machines and you have to buy grinders. So smart grinder, you're looking at around $200. And if you have to buy like entry-level espresso machines, you're looking at $4 to $5. So I don't know. I mean, it's a tough call. I think I'd rather stay with this one.
So Eduardo is sending his Breville to his sister. He's shipping it. How does he remove all the water from the broiler? How does he remove all the water?
Okay, so I know Eduardo is sending his old Barista Express to one of his family member. Asked me how to remove all the water. Okay, first of all, this one does not have boiler. Okay, they're using the thermal coil, the thermal block heating system. So once you remove the water, and then you should be okay. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure you should be all right. But make sure pack it well though. You can just make sure remove all the hopper and what else. You know, obviously you have to move this, you know, portafilter. But I think you should be all right. Just make sure pack it well though.
What is the tamper you have in your barista?
Okay, someone asked me about my tamper. Okay, so my tamper, I use a San Anthony Industry. So it's called Model B. So this is 53.3 millimeter, very precision tamper for that. And also I use it's called Block. It's called Block Party from San Anthony. Again, not cheap, okay? I'm not sponsored by these guys. I really like these people. And it's beautiful to look at, well made. They're all from San Anthony Industry. Let's see here, we got some more questions.
broiler and Smart Grinder Pro as it comes close to the price of the Breville?
Okay, Dual boiler is not cheap. Dual boiler is like $1,500. So if you have a dual boiler, definitely you want better than Smart Grinder, because according to Mark from Whole Latte Love, he said you want to be budget. 50% of your budget is based. Hold on. If your machine is $1,000, you want to spend about $500 on your grinder. So if your machine is around $1,500 to $2,000 machine, so spend about $750 to $1,000 on your grinder. So I mean, it doesn't make sense, okay? Because I mean, if you're buying really nice machine, you don't want to pair that with subpar grinder. So, and with Barista Express, if you have like Bambino Plus just came out, the Smart Grinder could be a good match there. But once you have a good grinder, it's gonna be last you a really long time. So.
What is your oat milk that you use?
Somebody asked me about the oat milk. I use, let's see, it's called Minor Figures oat milk, okay? So now you can get it from Amazon now. So this is, price is comparable to Barista Oat. I know Calife makes the oat milk as well. They're pretty inexpensive too, so you have a lot of options. Also, there come out with Barista almond milk as well. So I know some of you doesn't like oat milk, and personally, I really like this oat milk. Really easy to work with, comes to steam wise. So make sure to check it out. I'm gonna put the link down below too.
Somebody says, is the dual broiler not $499?
Dual boiler is not a 400. Someone asked me, dual boiler is not $499. I think the infuser is around $499. Could be $500 range there, could be more. I know Bambino Plus is about $500. So yeah, dual boiler is their high-end model that comes with the dual boiler. So you can do steam and brew at the same time.
How long do you need to warm up your machine?
Someone asked me, how long do you want to warm up your machine? Okay, this machine has, again, does not have boiler. They use the thermal block. But the reason why you want to warm it up, so you can warm up your group head, okay? So you don't want to lose the heat during the brewing process. So, I mean, if you don't have time, I like to wait about half an hour, but if you don't have time, just simply put it in there and do like 2 or 3 dummy shots. So heat up the group head and your portafilter. I mean, if you're in a hurry.
Not the dual broiler, the duo tempo.
Oh, okay. So someone asked me duo tempo. Yes, duo tempo and Smart Grinder is a really good match. So definitely, that's a good choice there as well.
Someone says their Sage Barista goes into standby mode in 15 minutes.
Okay, so someone asked me, your Sage Barista machine goes standby in 15 minutes. You know, it's all dependent on your country. So this one, I go standby mode in about 45 minutes. And then I know some of you out there in Europe, I think that's kind of saving energy method. So go standby mode even earlier than that. So unfortunately, you got that model. Let's see who else. Okay. Anyway, I hope you guys are having a wonderful Sunday morning. Again, if you guys are into like milk-based drink, Starbucks, just fine, okay? Because you can, shot of espresso, you can make latte, and then maybe a couple shot of like caramel. You're gonna make really, really good latte or cappuccino. But if you guys like good espresso, definitely try out the other specialty, not specialty, but fresh roasted beans. You're gonna be much happier. Oh, okay, we got one more question.
Do you suggest a lighter, medium, or darker roast for espresso?
Someone asked me, do I recommend light, medium, or dark for is? Again, this all depends on your taste. So the good place start is medium. So start with a medium roast, because darker tastes really strong. I don't like very strong coffee. I like, you know, something smooth, has a lot of texture and different note flavor. So again, so it's all dependent on your taste, but start with a medium roast, light to medium for espresso.
Somebody said they've noticed that when I warm up my machine for 30 minutes or so, the steam of my machine basically starts around 5 to 10 seconds.
Okay, so someone mentioned if you warm up the machine earlier, your steam starts early. So I mean, right now, if I'm going to start the steam right now, I have to wait about at least, you know what? Let's time it. I'm going to start the steam now. So let's see. Already 6 seconds. 11. Okay, so about 15 seconds. So about 20 seconds into it. So it kicks in, okay? So if I'm gonna try second time, it go much faster than that. So first time takes about 25, around 20 seconds. So right now he's working on the backwash, So anyway, I hope you guys are having a wonderful Sunday morning. I'm hoping to get new machine next couple of weeks. That is the plan. So I'm looking at a 58 millimeter portafilter machine. So I'm gonna get my fingers crossed. And what else? I'm getting some couple other items to show you guys unboxing coming week as well. So make sure to follow me on Instagram and see you guys next time. Someone asked me what's the name of the machine. I'm not sure yet. I'm still working on it. So, and then we'll see how it goes. See you later.